Hi guys, Linda here. Okay, I'm a little bit behind on my 52 tags handmade, and it was because of Nancy that I decided I wasn't going to do this one because I thought, oh my gosh, that is going to be so hard. And Nancy said that she went online and printed out hexagons, a 1/4 of an inch. I couldn't do that. 1/4 of an inch would be just too small for me. Anyway, so I used my brother's scanning. Well, first I did the internet, but I just, when I downloaded the image and then I put it in my, what is it? Whatever it is that I print from, it changed it. I thought it changed the size. I didn't know what I was doing. So I just went to my brother's scanning cut and put it, there's hexagons in there. And then I took it down to, this is 3/4 of an inch, which I thought was plenty big for me. Anyways, then you take your fabric. Oh, and oh my goodness, I couldn't have gotten this at a perfect time. These fabrics from Crafty Irina. Oh my goodness, aren't they beautiful? And they worked perfectly. So what I was supposed to do was take a piece of fabric, we'll just do one, and cut it out a little bit bigger, but I cut it out a lot bigger. My fingers aren't that nimble. And, so you do this. Really, you shouldn't be watching me. I should send you to Anne or Nancy's YouTube video because they do it very good. And then you're supposed to fold this around and then stitch it and then pull the paper out so there's no paper in it. Well, the first couple ones I did, I thought, there's no way I can get that paper out. So I think 3 of them might have paper in them, but the rest of them don't. So I made mine really big. And when I got to the very last part of it, after it's folded, I don't know if I can even do it like this. When it got to about here, I finger creased it and then pulled the paper out and then sewed it. But this one, I tried doing one that was not as big. These all covered up each other, which I really liked. So then the next step, and I just love that. I think it's so cute. I'm so glad Nancy encouraged me to do it. And you have to go to Nancy's her YouTube video. Oh my goodness. Hers are, well, she's definitely a textile artist. She used to have a shop. And, oh my goodness. Well, that's all I can say is that her tags are so gorgeous. This one, she does like her garden and so much detail. And you'll learn a lot about Nancy if you go to her website or her YouTube video because she shares about her store that she used to have and so it was about weaving and spinning and all that kind of cool stuff. So the next step, what I'm supposed to do is Anne had a piece of quilt that she quilted this to. Well, mine's almost as big as that whole piece there. And she did a running stitch to make it look like one quilt. And I don't know if I want to do that because I like it like this. But I have to attach it to a piece of fabric. And I do have this out. I mean, this isn't quilting material, but so then I'd have to go through all of that. I just don't. Well, we'll do it like we're supposed to. We'll see if it'll work. I don't know if this stuff rips. No. Some things rip and some things don't. So I use these little, maybe bigger pair of scissors might be called for here. I don't know. These are not fabric scissors. or they're just messy. They need some work. All right. So then take this like this, and then I have to do she used different colors of embroidery floss to do the running stitch. Bought this one. When I was up north, I spent a day in one of the little towns, and they had a Ben Franklin. And I was so excited to see a Ben Franklin because I haven't seen one in a long time. So I went in, and you know, it had sewing stuff. It had some stamping stuff. I really needed some stamping ink, but the only colors they had were, I don't know, they were strange colors. Nothing that I would need. I wanted black. And, you know, their inventory was very low, like I think a lot of places are up north and all around. I did find an antique store, and I'll show you what I got. I got this beautiful jar, and it had buttons, and it has, well, the needles I bought, had thimbles in it. That's the thing that got me the most, thimbles. And then I cleaned the jar, and then I took all the buttons out and kind of matched them up. And so I sewed them together. So when I was looking for buttons, they'd kind of be like ones together. So that was fun. And then it had two of these, here's the thimbles. Here it had these little things. These are from a gas station, Pate, and it says cash value 2 cents. They're plastic, but I thought they were pretty cool. And then it had two of these in the jar. And I like to make funny people out of found objects, and so I was excited about that jar from the antiques. All right, we'll give it a try. I'm just not thrilled about this part, but I wasn't thrilled about doing these either, and now I just think they're so cool. But I can't imagine making a whole, you know, quilt out of them. Well, you'd make it bigger, but all right. So I'm just gonna do some running stitches with this and see if I like it. Then I'll probably just, you know, turn the camera on fast mode. See, it's supposed to look like one quilt piece. I don't know. Nancy hadn't sewn hers to the quilt piece. She didn't have an old quilt piece. I don't have an old quilt piece either. But she was funny. She's like, I'm not ready to put mine on. One, I don't have a quilt, and two, she really liked the way the back of hers looked. I don't know if my back looks right or not. I'm not that much of a textile artist, or I'm not a textile artist, but it sure is fun. I am enjoying this challenge. The one for this week, I might get done in the next day or so. It's to put a word on. I've already put words on my tags. The one with your place that I did, Mexico. So she wrote stitches and things about stitching, Anne did. And I'm not sure if that's what I'm supposed to do it about stitching. But see, it's supposed to blend in like one big quilt. Mine's probably not going to do that, I don't think. I know you can barely see my stitches, but I guess that's okay. You can kind of tell when I'm hitting one with paper, it's really hard to sew through. Okay, I'm going to change the color and turn off the camera, and I'll come back when I have it all done. You see, it just, I don't know, can you even see the little running stitches in there? Oh, I just love these colors from Irina. I don't think I could have picked out a pack that cute. I mean, yeah, here's some more of them. These two I didn't use, but just perfect. Irene just has, she just has a knack. She really, really does. All right, see my messy stitches? They aren't very straight. I thought I was doing them straight. Okay, camera's gone off. I'll be back when it is done. Okay, so I got the stitching all done. It looks okay. I mean, look how crooked. Oh, there goes the April layer. We really haven't had much rain, so it's been kind of dry. So I was going to sew it on with this, but I don't think that'll make it all the way around, so I think I'll just knot that here. And so I used 3 different colors and 3 different fabrics. Well, 4. The background fabric was this piece. That was something I got at St. Finney's, but you can't even see it, so it doesn't really matter. So now it's supposed to look like all one piece. I guess it does. Again, one I wasn't going to do, but then I decided, I think that might work. Thanks to Nancy and her encouragement. So again, another really fun tag that I thought, oh, I'm not going to do this one. And then I do it and say, oh my goodness, it was so cool. I wanted the knot to be underneath, that's why I just did that. I have a friend coming to work on my cabin at the end of the month, and I don't know how long that's going to take. I'm going to work to get rid of the mice. Ugh. Find where they're coming in. I have a feeling that it's going to be pretty impossible, because the cabin's so old, and I don't know, but it was really after Gary and I redid the kitchen that it got so bad. So we're hoping that if we look somewhere under where the kitchen cabinets are, that if we can figure that out. Gary and I thought we had it figured out. The mouse man thought he had it figured out, but no such luck. See if I can get a little tiny knot in there. Oops. And I just slide that through up here, there, so the knot doesn't show. Alrighty. So now I just have to write on the back and add it to my ring. Okay, so what I wrote on the back was, this was fun, thanks to Nancy. I think it's Longacre. thanks to Nancy Longacre's encouragement, I was thinking I couldn't do it, but I could. The fabric was from Crafty Irina. Wonderful YouTube friends. And then that's my tag. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day and finding something fun to do. Bye.